Hey, this is Empress Zingha for GineOn magazine, and this week's feature is none other than Chiyan. She's got an upcoming single, Body, that's supposed to be coming out very, very, very soon, but more about that shortly, because we're going on.
My things.
Well, first of all, thanks for being here and indulging us in what you're doing. Okay, so my first question is that I know you, and more people who've been around you a long time know you as Mia, but you changed your name to Chiyan. Like, at first I was like, that's your last name? No, she ain't Chandler. So what's going on? Like, what's your name? What's the representation of your name?
That just made me think of Friends. Sorry. Chiyan is actually my middle name. It's a combination of my parents' names. So the Chi is from Archie and the An is from Shan.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're creative too.
Pretty much. You take my mom and you give her anything to do with wood, she gonna and it can be a thing. My dad, anything to do with concrete, it can be a thing.
So you come from a talented group of family members. Let me sing too?
Girl, all two.
You do?
And then my grandma from my mom's side, she sang alto. My dad's father, he actually passed at like 22. So my dad was like 2 years old when he passed, but like he used to sing in St. Vincent, where my dad is from. So I partially Vincey. Yes, I'm from both there. So in St. Vincent, he actually used to sing, and he used to like come from up in the mountains, working in the mountains, and he would be singing, coming with the guitar, coming down the hills, and people would follow him out like Piedy Piper B.
You've been around for a long time. I remember the first time I saw you, and it was one of them cell phone clips. You was at a pageant. I can't remember what pageant it was. It was like a school pageant or something. But I didn't know nothing about you know nothing. It would just come up on Facebook. But I was like, who is this child? Because I didn't know. And like were you singing Adele? You were singing a real hard song to sing. I know if it was
Adele, I know exactly which one it was. It was actually Miss St. Philip pageant. I was supposed to be in it, but then I had like too many other commitments, so I had to like back out. I was like, sorry guys, I just can't do that right now. I'm going to science to be like having a project, and you know, because actually being one of the parish ambassadors is like that's a lot of work that's going to that. So actually kudos to everyone who represents their parish, and like so I didn't have the time. Honey, I was at UE at the time and I had none of the time for that.
Say no more.
Yeah,
things started to happen basically.
honestly I really like I can't exactly pinpoint a point where like people really started. Yeah, because I still be surprised when people walk on to me like, "Hi, you's Chiyan," and I just be like,
people are starstruck when they see you.
Yeah, no, I had like one of the coolest experiences ever. I walked into a dentist. I was all the way popped on, guys. Like I even had on eyebrows, guys. I had no eyebrows, none. You know how they want a broke girl to feel? It was a little bit like that. I know, it was really sad. It's a moment.
Cute violin
But
music.
right, no, I'm like my whole like this side of my face hurting, you know, and this lady just like hype, and it was real cool because she actually made me feel better. Because she was so excited, she wanted to take pictures and everything. I was like, you know what? I am popped down, but I'm taking pictures of you because you made me feel better today.
Oh no.
Yeah, and she was so excited because she actually saw the chandelier clip from Mahalia's Corner.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, from back.
From there, she was all over. No, she was trying to be calm. At first, she was like, "Wait, you sing?" I was like, "Yeah." She said, "You suck."
Okay, so the lady now, she was fairly hype.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic because usually in Barbados, but I don't know how much has changed, but usually when people see their stars in the street, it's be like, oh, that's so she's gonna buy a piece of bread.
Yeah.
But this one was like hype.
Bajans don't generally care. So like even like experiencing that here is huge to me because like we a Bajan audience, right, will sit down like this here for the whole show. The whole show. And then only when you finish, they be like, you know what I mean? And then like 2 more people will start clapping and then they will really start getting into it, you know what I mean? But like,
Oh, it's okay to clap.
yeah, right. So they're very like I find that they're very subdued. If they're like taking it in, they're very subdued audiences. Whereas like it's like when I travel now, audiences be like all up in your like this be all up in your face and thing like this be ready. I've done a lot of gay pride events when I travel, and oh my god, like they like you could be like I'm gonna take a sip of water now, and they'd be like, yes, get your water, life, yes, get your water, honey. And like they're very interactive, so the audiences abroad are very, very interactive, whereas here a little bit more, you know, a little bit more reserved. So when somebody is openly responsive like that, it's like, oh my god.
Is jump you at any time when you go overseas, or is jump you here at home like, hey, people listening to me, like, hello, I'm singing.
I try not to focus on necessarily the energy that I'm getting from the audience, because a lot of times, especially again in Barbados where the audience are a little bit more reserved, like you don't know what their experience is, because with the Mahalia's Corner performance, I was blind, like I couldn't see nothing.
Okay.
Because I didn't have my contacts at the time. Girl. And my glasses were broken. So I had like tape. It was either on the middle of the glasses or on the side. Like I was full
nerd.
Full nerd. I was full nerd living my whole life, right? But obviously I can't do that on stage. Like stage is different, you know? So God, like, I can't see nothing. I ain't hear nobody. I hear a peep in the whole of Mahalia's Corner, a peep. When I tell you I ain't hear nobody, I probably just let my father like yelling from the back, because that's my dad. He's fan number 1. Like everybody else gotta be work for number 2, because my dad everything. My father literally caught a ferry from St. Vincent to Beckway to see me perform. He don't play that game. If he could be there, he's going to be there. That's my dad. The place was quiet, right? So it's only now after finishing, you know, that everybody start clapping and thing. And up to now, I still did not know that I got a standing ovation. I still didn't know. I still can't tell you that yet, because I could see nothing.
Have you ever had any like vocal training or formal training from anybody, or is this just like talent that you have, I guess, acquired more and more over the years, how to perfect your voice?
I had a few sessions with Roche. Yes, so when she was talking to me, she told me that a lot of stuff, the things that I have to tackle aren't necessarily technique things. So she spent a lot of time like talking to me about the mental aspect of performance. So instead of focusing on like figuring out how to do like this particular vocal technique here and this particular, she was like, you just do all them things, you know? You just do all them things by yourself already. And the point somebody trying to teach you all of them, you just do them. Is for you to be aware of what you're doing now, and that comes more from a mental perspective of like opening up and not being scared to use all these different tools that you already are using anyway. And she was so helpful. So a big ups to Roche if you're in Barbados, and she is in Barbados because she travels a lot for work as well. If you're both here and you are an aspiring singer, I suggest you find her. She is passionate about the art, she's passionate about singing, and she's passionate about people, which I think is particularly important. So I would suggest you get in contact with her. Yeah.
Throughout your career, what do you think was your most memorable performance?
That's a tough one, and ain't no start, yo. Woo. Okay, I can give you like 3 moments.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I was at the Hard Rock Hotel in Punta Cana in Dominican Republic, and I got to perform at the hotel in like different locations and stuff like that. So like they have like, oh my god, they have a stage where Madonna performed. I performed on the same stage as Madonna, yo. Like she wasn't there when I did it, of course, but like it happened. Anyway, So I got to perform there, and there was like this old lady who like turned 99, and like her whole family came to the hotel to stay for her birthday. 99, and she was living her life, by the way, guys. She was in the pool swimming and stuff. Like she was not like she was a very, very mobile 99. Okay, and all the family came down, and she was sitting there, and I got to sing At Last to her. And oh my God, let me tell you, me and her were in tears by the end of the song. Both of us would stand up crying with each other. And it was so beautiful. Like, again, like, goosebumps on my skin walking and thing. But, like, it was so amazing. And I feel like those moments where you get to connect with people are some of the most beautiful ones. Another really epic moment would have been the Mahalia's Corner performance. Because, as I said, like, I had that distance between me and the audience. I didn't know how people were responding. And I had also had like a really rough week that week, and pouring it into that performance and then having it turn into such a blessing, I feel like that's kind of a way to like bundle up what music is for me, and I guess for people too that are receiving it. It's a way to like transform negative experiences into like this beautiful, magical, like artistic experience, and that to me is amazing. So that was another great moment for me. And then I recently got to perform at a really cool venue, Marlon Legal, that does the voice project and stuff like that. Yes, girlfriend. So he's got this really dope spot that he found, and it's like on the edge between St. John and St. Philip. The acoustics in this building are fantastic. So the first time I went there, they had, obviously I had never experienced Marlon's choir before in my life, like live. I've never seen it live. So I'm walking in this building thinking that it's a old record playing or something. I was like, oh, that's beautiful. What tape is that? And they're like, no, everyone's upstairs singing. So that's how I got introduced to them. So that's how I got introduced to the space. So the performance itself now happened, I think, either a week or 2 weeks later. And I got to sing in that same space and be with those same people. And it was like, when I tell you, I climbed into myself and climbed back out. That's the only way I can explain it. I climbed into myself and climbed back out. I kid you not. Like, it was so beautiful. It felt like a holy experience. Yeah. So those three favorites so far.
So now your whole personality, your whole vibe and everything is so bubbly. Like, there's never a moment, even when you're on stage, there's never a moment where Chiyan is like really serious. I'm real bad, but God happened. You always laughing. You always cheering up people. Where you think you get that personality from?
Honestly, I have no earthly clue. Really and truly, my whole family mad the same way I'm mad. Like, we have the same madness. Okay, so I've not been in a home where there wasn't always some kind of laughter and some kind of like noise and somebody doing some foolishness that somebody could skin a teeth at. Like, I always been in a skin teeth environment, you know? So it's just the most natural thing to be for me. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I have bad days like everybody else. I have days when I'm miserable. I just usually stay home. And that's the beauty of being an entrepreneur. Like, you get to say, okay, well, I cannot do this today, you know? And then there's, of course, days where you can't tell anyone that and you have to show up anyway. But I find that even on days when I'm having a hard day and I have to come out, that what I can't give out today, somebody actually gives to me and I can lift. So it's always a give and take going on. Yeah. Making people happy makes me happy.
That's awesome. Now about your EP now. Are you single? Actually, what is it? I know that it was Body because of personal experiences.
Yes, darling. That's your wedding.
Yes, it did.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
That was actually one of the coolest weddings I ever been to. And like, it wasn't the wedding, it was the reception.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was dope. Like, that's how you do it. Ask them for advice next time. Yes, guys? Cool. Go ahead. Carry on.
I just can't be here right now.
Sorry.
But it was debuted at, yes, my wedding, but in terms of now what it is, it is a single, a EP, a music video, when it coming out, like so many questions.
Yes, girlfriend. So Body is currently being prepared for release, darlings. Yes, the package that I want to create is so insane. The single is actually going to be available on iTunes for sale. You can grab it, but the package itself that I'm creating for you guys, honey,
Tell me more.
So Body's video, shot in Barbados. Just being in the process of shooting it, like the interaction that I had with the actor on set, Emmanuel Tyson. Fantastic young actor, like seriously, all y'all directors need to find him. Seriously, for real, be like, he's amazing and super professional. Let me tell you, when y'all see it, y'all gonna understand why the professionalism was important. It was important. And I got the team behind the production for the music video is actually called Movement. Check out Movement. And of course, I'm going to have all their names and stuff like that in the information. So when the video comes out, you're going to know who to follow, where you can follow them, and all that stuff. But they're a fantastic group of young people just trying to create something really amazing and a standard that Barbados is not accustomed to. That was my main concern with creating Body, like making sure that it wasn't like a backyard vibe. Yeah. You get what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be like
haphazard, like a second.
I didn't want it to be a second thought. I wanted it to have some kind of structure and some kind of elegance. So I needed to have that polish and that finish and that, you know what I mean? Yes.
Welcome to Cuticles Nail Salon. Come in to get your nails pampered. Services include manicure treatments, acrylic overlays and extensions, as well as acrylic and gel refills. For more information, contact Leslie at 832-9984.
You have been quite busy, little Chiyan. You can always be little Chiyan to me.
That's okay. I little.
You've been doing a couple of things. You're now associated with SelectorCharts.com as an ambassador, and you've been doing some work as well with Lava Lamp. Are there any other projects that you are attached to?
No, those are the only two at the moment. My work with Lava Lamp Media Group actually kind of like presses out beyond. Wow. So it kind of captures like a bunch of different things. Okay. Because it's a media group. We've done production, songwriting. I kind of like help people walk people through like vocal warm-ups and stuff like that for a studio, and I'm also a songwriter, and I'm also
so a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I'm learning so much from these guys, like seriously. And big ups to Lava Lamp family, like y'all just made everything possible. And being able to call these people like Lexi and freaking Isabella Burnham, Chris Fields, whose song we're about to yes, that's coming out on the 30th. People, don't miss that. So let me tell you, fantastic. And he's so brand new, like people have no idea like what he's really capable of. When you guys hear this song, oh my god, the projects that Lava Lamp is working on are so amazing that you kind of get your own creativity fed as well. Like girl, the EP that's coming out next month on the 25th, girl, I want add-on songs and take off songs and mismatch songs and write new songs and all, and it's so hard to just like say, okay, no, that's the project and just leave it alone because of all the creative energy that's around me. You get what I mean? Like it just kind of makes you want to keep creating and then keep putting it out like the same time. But obviously, there's only so many ears. Like just simmer down, be calm down, you know.
So the camp is just filled with a lot of
like
young talent.
Alex Cage that I did the collaboration fire with for Diggs. That's Diggs' track. Oh my gosh, like so much fantastic talent. You know, like I'm sure that y'all will never run out of people to interview. I guarantee. Just if you run out, just call me. I guarantee I know somebody.
Could you go in a little bit more about being an ambassador for Selector Charts and how that has been?
Fantastic. I got to sit down with Paul and talk about things that he wants the company to grow into, and I'm so excited about the things that are coming. I obviously can't spill the beans, you know what I'm saying, on that because that's not my place, but I cannot wait to be there and a part of the announcements and stuff like about what's coming from Selector Charts. The aim is very high. The aim is beyond the stars, darling. So I'm excited to be a part of Selector Charts.
Paul, big it yourself.
Yeah.
Now, Chia, you have such a unique style with your look and how you carry yourself on and off the stage. Can you tell me a little bit more about what makes Chiyan in terms of fashion?
Chiyan? I have no clue. Honestly, I just wear what feels comfortable and what I like. Like I make pretty much everything you've ever seen me on stage in. Wow. For the last two years.
Where you learn to stitch?
YouTube
Wow, and I home with a pop now sewing machine that you doing that.
Nah, it wasn't all YouTube, of course. Like at school I did clothing and textiles. I did fabric design for my CXC for art. So I had to make like a throw cushion, like a wall hanging, and all kind of stuff. I had to learn some kind of basic sewing. But really and truly, how I taught myself to make things is picking down other things that were already made and turn them into other things. Yeah, I just decided I was gonna try it. And my aunt gave me a sewing machine. I tell you, my aunt's awesome. My aunt gave me a sewing machine. She was like, "You want to make clothes here? No problem, go along."
My final question is, what is it that you want to be remembered for? What is it that Chiyan wants to leave behind?
Honesty with the art.
Okay.
Honesty with the art. Like I want every time somebody walks away from the show, they feel like their best friend was singing to them and having a conversation with them on stage. That was something that somebody said to me after one of my first shows I ever did, and I would like that to be true right down to the end. That it felt like an authentic, intimate experience. Yeah.
Well, that has been our interview with Chiyan. Go and check out the EP/video/single/
Go and look for Body. Follow me on all the social media platforms, and you will get all the details as they come. I promise to keep you guys well informed as much as I can.
Fair enough.
She sing.
All right, say.
Chest to chest, body to body. I don't want nobody but you.
See, I can sing. Guys, we're gonna see you somewhere, sometime soon.
Chest to chest, body to body. I don't want nobody but you.
I'm sorry, I'm not making it better.
You're not.
Is somebody in the van for you, you know? There's nobody in the van. Yes, girl, I see a foot come through the back stoplight thing. I see a
The
foot.
back start like not even little finger.
No, girl, it wasn't a finger.
How
it was a
somebody
foot.
Bigfoot
A
can get
foot.
through the light?
It wasn't a big somebody. It was a small somebody. You could tell it was like maybe a teenager or something. It's like a small one, like a little 13 or something. She just
With a 13 size
push the
foot.
foot outside. So yes, girl. Angle it to look. And push it. What are you doing? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I just had it on my face.
And scene. Okay, so. She would not start laughing.
Go.
All right.
Wait, you can't eat all.
This is recording.
All right. So my final.
We're good. Go.
Are we really?
Yes. I could just skim my teeth for a little bit.